Very good afternoon to all. My name is Ajay Prabhu. I handle the marketing division. I operate from the Bangalore office. Uh, so before we get into the actual demo of Catia V5 machining, which would be handled by my colleague Lakshmi Narayana, I'll just go through a brief introduction about EDS technology. Uh, Before giving you the details, I'll just go through the agenda that is planned for today's webinar. I hope it's audible and everyone are able to hear us clearly. If there are any issues, you can use the chat window to uh, communicate your issues with us. We'll try to resolve it. So the agenda would be I'll just take few minutes of yours to give an introduction about EDS. Which will be followed by the Catia V5 machining presentation by Mr. Lakshmi Narayana. So he will be explaining you why Catia V5 machining and what are the different machining processes and about the different axes available to work with Catia V5 in terms of NC machining and important parameters in NC programming and prismatic machining, surface machining, multi-axis machining, etc. Following the presentation, we can have the Q&A session. So if you have any queries which comes to your mind during the presentation, kindly use the chat window to use it. Post the query. We'll answer it post the presentation, which will help us to optimize the time, and even you can also have that 1 hour session fruitfully used. And about EDS technologies, we are India's largest PLM solution provider. We started in 1995, so it is the 21st year of operation. Today exactly is on 21st September, so the days matching, 21st year of operations. So from 1995, we have grown to leaps and bounds in terms of PLM solution, purely because of our commitment to this market. Both sales and post-sale support is something which we are, very committed about. Wherein our customer base, you can see, is over 1,500. We have offices in 12 locations in India, and our employee base is 200 plus. We touch upon all the areas in terms of engineering solutions are concerned. So the next slide will give you a brief introduction on the solutions that we deal in. So our business solutions are basically, we have three divisions, three major verticals if you see. One is engineering solutions, then enterprise solutions, and we are also into engineering services. In engineering solutions, we have further subdivision into PLM. We are into mining solutions, and we also deal with visual simulation tools. PLM, you can see we have all the products like Catia for the design and analysis. We have Simulia, Delmia, Enovia, 3DVia, GeoVia, Excelite, Ramsys, which is from the human simulation, and QChecker for the product data quality solutions. We have a wide array of solutions from the mining arena, which is we are one of the leading in terms of mining solutions. And visual simulation, we have Vega Prime, Creator, Vortex, WAP60, VR Processor, VR Vantage. These are the portfolio from the visual simulation system. So engineering solutions contribute to major share of our business. In terms of enterprise solutions, we are gold partners of SAP, and we also handle the procurement solutions for SIVA, and we also have cloud and IT outsourcing solutions. We do engineering services for CAD, CAM, CAE, which also includes implementation services or additional training services on all these solutions. SAP implementation is another area wherein we do a lot of work, and similarly the Innovia, which is the PLM tool, we have a lot of implementation experiences and practices done. And these are our strategic partners. Dassault Systems being our all CAD, CAM, CAE solutions, we have value solutions partner for Dassault Systems. We are gold partner for SAP. Other than this, we are also partners of Human Solutions, Technia, Transcat, VTMAC, Presagis, Ziva, and Netlink. So these are all global OEMs whom we have a strategic business partnership, wherein we take care of the complete requirement right from the product requirement till product support and continued support. And with this, I would wind up the presentation, an introduction about EDS. Before handing over the responsibility to my colleague Lakshmi Narayana, I would just would like to give a brief about him. Lakshmi Narayana is a BE mechanical graduate with close to 8 years, I should say, experience in terms of technical support and services, specifically in CAD and CAM domain. He is a product of Osmania University, Hyderabad, and he started his career with Tech Mahindra. From the start of his career, he has been into manufacturing support. He has taken care of support not only for the Indian customers but also for overseas customers. And his experiences include, in terms of product support and technical support for CNC machining programs, 3D modeling, surfacing, VeriCAD simulation, etc. And he also additional responsibilities handled over in quality and other areas. So he is currently based out of our Hyderabad office, taking care of the customers in the areas of PLM. Lakshmi Narayana is also involved in both pre-sale and post-sale activities, training and technical support for mainly into the Dassault System products. And I would request Mr. Lakshmi Narayana to take care of the presentation from here onwards.
Good afternoon to everyone. This is Lakshmi Narayana. I think Mr. Ajay Prabhu has been already introduced myself. So today I am going to give a brief introduction on Catia V5 machining and what are the access available in machining and what are the advanced options which are available in Catia V5 machining, so that which relates to your current work in the projects. And also I will showcase some programming and tool also. So Catia V5 machining. Why this machining? Normally, you know, right? Normally, we will design from part design, surfacing, and we will assemble it. We will provide all the design information in drafting. But in the other side, as the drafting is nothing but it's a 2D representation of all over the hard work what we have done for the total design. But how we will get the actual real picture, in the sense how we will get the output as a real model. This NC, through this NC machining programming, we can use the tool Catia V5 for NC programming. We will give the output to the manufacturer, the same thing he can run on the NC machine. So whatever we have given the drafting information, it will be compared with respect to the output what it has been run on the machine. So the very important key points is drafting and also the NC programming. So Catia V5 is very flexible in that normally as a basic way I can say side machining, contact machining, spiral milling or pocketing, these are all basic operations. But Catia V5 is having a lot of different customized options in which no need to rework in the background. We have automatically like roughing operations, semi-finishing operations and finishing operations which are already customized in Catia Workbench, in which you can use directly those tools. And also I will showcase some of the advanced options which are available in Catia V5. This is how Catia V5 GUI looks like. And why Catia V5 machining? See, with this Catia V5 machining, we can generate the NC programs for 2.5 axis milling, 3 axis milling, 4 and 5 axis milling, and also for turning operations, which is nothing but lathe machine. We can generate the turning operations from lathe machine, and we can generate the milling operations from the milling machine. So these are all capabilities are available with Catia V5. And it is very useful. Suppose if we give one program, NC program, if we generate, and if I want to generate the same operation on the different surface, no need to recreate everything and give the operation. Just you can copy and paste the same operation, in which just you need to modify the axis so that we can reuse the same operations wherever we require, and we can reduce the NC programming time also. And Catia V5 is capable of machining without any collisions for the first time, in the first attempt, like first time, right? We can say we can have FTR 100% by using this Catia V5 machining. And as I told, there are some customized options like optimized roughing strategies are already available, and it is capable of high-speed manufacturing for hard materials. And the surface machining quality is very good with Catia V5, and we can generate the paths of collision-free. We can generate the collision-free tool paths by using the Catia V5 machining by simulation. Whenever we generate any NC programming, we can simulate it on the rough stock. Then again, if any collisions are available, we can rework it before going to the machine, or we can say mediator tool. I will explain later what it is exactly. Normally, what are the machining processes? There are 3 principal machining processes which has been classified in our manufacturing industry. One is turning. Turning operation can be done on lathe machine. So this is one of the example you can say. And milling. Milling can be done on milling machine, and this is the example for that milling machine, how it looks like. And drilling. Drilling can be done by drilling machine or milling machine or lathe machine. It's like drilling the holes or whatever as per our requirement. So going to next slide. Sincere request is, if you have any query, just stop me at any time. And what are the different axes available in Catia V5 NC machining? As I told previously, 2.5 axis. 2.5 axis means we can do the machining operations in X, Y, Z direction, but at the same time we can do only in 2 directions. It is capable of doing in 3 directions, but at the same time it can move in X, Y or Y, Z or ZX, which is nothing but prismatic machine we call as. Coming to 3-axis machine. 3-axis machine, at the same time we can move the tool we can generate the tool path with XYZ direction at the same time, which is nothing but surface machining. And coming to 4-axis, everybody knows only up to XYZ, but what is this 4 and 5 axis? These two are nothing but rotationary axis. If you go to 4-axis, we can move at the same time XYZ and also one rotary axis. At the same time, we can rotate the spindle or rotate the workpiece, and it can move at the same time in the 3-axis. And coming to 5-axis, the same thing. It's a one more rotationary axis. Both the spindle can be rotated, or holder can be rotated, and the workpiece can be rotated, and also at the same time 3-axis can be moved. So at the same time 5-axis can be simulated by using 5-axis, which is nothing but advanced machining or multi-axis machining. For 4 and 5-axis we can call as. So normally, what are the important parameters which are available in NC programming? Sorry, programming spelling is wrong. Sorry for that. So there are a lot of parameters which have been involved in NC programming. These all should be known before going to NC programming. Post processor, controller, machining axis, design stock, rough stock, Z value, fixtures, safety plane, machining tolerance, scallop height, check surface, part surface, tool selection, macros, approach and retract, feed rate, spindle speed, NC code, roughing, semi-finishing, finishing operations, side machining operation, contact machining operations, spiral milling operation, pocket milling operations, etc. I will just showcase in the tool GUI what are those exactly and where it has been located. But before that, I will just show you two videos which are related to the difference, which explain the difference between 3-axis and 5-axis. Later, I will show one more video which is see here, workpiece is not rotating, holder is not rotating, but it is capable of moving in 3-axis at the same time. So this is 3-axis in which I can say the workpiece is nothing but the bottom wood one, and the holder is nothing but the hole which holds the tool. So these two are not rotating, but it is able to move in XYZ axis. And coming to 5-axis, see here workpiece is rotating in the bottom and the tool holder is rotating in the top, and it is able to move in XYZ axis. So at the same time 5-axis it is able to move and do the milling operation. Hope difference between 3-axis and 5-axis is clear. And now I will show what are those 5-axis exactly. This is x-axis, this is z-axis, and this is y-axis, and this is a-axis, and this one is c-axis.
Everyone, see, we are really sorry. We have some technical difficulties. Lakshmi Narayan will join in 2-3 minutes. His laptop is got crashed at present, so we'll join in 2-3 minutes. So please, wait for 2 minutes. We'll start the session immediately.
Yes. Yeah, I will continue. Sorry for the disturbance. Actually, due to some technical error, my laptop got restarted. I'm extremely sorry for that. Just I will continue with the same video. So what it is trying to say is there are different there are 5 axes for CNC machine, and these are all the tools which are available, in which it is trying to change the tools. So this is how I think it is clear between the difference between 3-axis and 5-axis, and also the what are all the 5-axis available in Catia V5. So important parameters means, coming to this point, post processor. Post processor is nothing but if you buy a machine, whether it is 3-axis or 4-axis or 5-axis or 2.5-axis, you need to buy separately a post processor, because it won't work if only if you buy with Catia V5 license. You have to buy also the post processor. But for 2.5 and 3-axis, Catia V5 is already having an inbuilt post processor, which is able to support for CNET, IMS, etc. But if you come to 4 and 5-axis, you need to buy separately post processor. The machine details which you bought, whether it can be turning or milling machines, that machine information should be sent to the vendor, so that he will generate one post processor and it will be given to you. But the thing is, post processor plays a major important role while generating the NC programming output. And the controller, if a controller, you will automatically come to know which controller you are using. Like FunHook is one of the example. This controller and post processor acts for generating the NC machining output in G codes and M codes. And coming to machining axis, you need to select one axis in which you are trying to do the machining operation. From that center point of the axis, you need to put your starting point of the tool with a distance more than your workpiece size, which is nothing but in z-axis. Always z-axis is very important for Catia V5 NC machining, in which if suppose workpiece height is 100 mm, you need to maintain distance between the workpiece end to the tool tip at least 50 mm to 70 mm, so that there won't be any collision initially while trying to do the programming on the workpiece. Design stock. Design stock means you need to give the input to the Catia V5, which is nothing but as an output model. And coming to rough stock. Rough stock is nothing but it's a outer layer of the design. Like if suppose if you have some different like complicated design in a curvature model, you will be having a rectangular workpiece which is nothing but rough stock, which is closing your design, so that on the rough stock the milling will be started. Final output should be a design stock, so that it can compare. On design stock, you will give the programming, and you can simulate on the rough stock, you can say. Z value, as I told, which is very important, you need to maintain the distance between the workpiece and the tool's tip. Fixtures and safety planes, if it is available, you can give even fixtures and safety planes here, and here. Machining tolerance. Machining tolerance also depends on your requirement. If you want a good finishing, you need to reduce the machining tolerance value. Scallop height. Scallop height is nothing but if you have any machining program in the curvature, like in a slope, if you are doing machining program on a slope, so that this scallop height value plays an important role to give a finishing, best finishing output by minimizing the scallop height value. If you do any machining programming in a straight manner, scallop height won't come into the picture. Scallop height will come into the picture only if you do any machining operations in the slant surface. And check surface. Suppose if you are doing any operation and I want to maintain some distance between the other side to present tool position. I don't want to touch that other side surface. I want to maintain some minimum distance like 2 mm or 3 mm. You can give that operation also in Catia V5 as a check surface. Part surface means the machining operation in which the surface where you are doing the operation is nothing but the part surface. These are all the terminology which is which should be noted while doing the Catia V5 machining operation. Tool selection, like there are a lot of different tools, flat tools, ball radius tools, drill bits, etc. So this tool selection also is very important. You need to, suppose if you have any tools which are available in your manufacturing unit, you need to you can create it here in Catia V5 and store it as a library, so that you can reuse the tools whenever you require. Macros, approach and retract. You will be having even approach and retract operations in which, suppose a tool tip has come towards the workpiece, okay, then directly it should not interfere into the material or go inside the material with the speed what you have given. There should be a minimum machining speed, we will call as. For every tool there will be a defined speeds in which on which speed or what speed the tool has to be driven. So with respect to that speeds, suppose if you are going from the tool towards the material, that is nothing but approach. If you are coming from the material to outside, that is nothing but retract. So always if you are coming or going towards the material, the machining's the speed should be minimized. And if you are coming from the material towards outside, and the speed should be minimized, otherwise tool will get broken. And you should be aware that tools are very costly, so we have to give machining operations in such a way that tool should not get broken. But manufacturing operator, if he is well experienced, he will come to know. Initially he will just study all the output what you have provided. Then he will, if he is good in such things, he can directly tell that this speed won't work out for this operation. Feed rate, the tool speed what it is going, spindle speed means the tool how much speed it is getting rotated. NC code, NC codes are nothing but which are the output for the HC machining operations in the format of G codes or M codes, G codes and M codes. Roughing, semi-finishing and finishing operations. For any manufacturing operation, first we need to do roughing, then we need to do semi-finishing. Roughing operations can be done in a with a little bit more speed, and semi-finishing we can reduce a little bit the speed, but not with respect to the finishing speed. And finishing is nothing but just we will put we can say we can just leave some 0.5 of material so that that finishing operation can be done as quick as possible, and you will get the very beautiful output. If you go directly to finishing, the tool will get broken. That's why we'll call as a stepwise operations, in which first we need to do roughing operation, then we need to do semi-finishing operation, then we need to do finishing operations. And this side contact, spiral and pocketing milling are the basic operations for any machining operations. So with respect to that, any complicated operations which are customized in Catia V5, these are the basic operations. Side means it will just touch the wall and it will go. Contact means it will machine the surface. Spiral means it will do in the spiral milling manner. Pocketing means it will create remove the material by pocketing. As you know, pocket operation, what we will do in pad or pocket in partisan. The same way. So coming to prismatic machining, in Catia V5 there are a lot of operations for 2.5 axis. We can do facing, we can do pocketing, we can do plunging. Plunging is one of the examples. This is one of the roughing operation we can say. If I want to remove the material at a single stretch, tool will be very hard, and at the same time see how much material is getting removed. Groove milling, see T-slot groove milling, if you say, it depends on the tool which is available in your manufacturing unit. This is how it can remove the material. Trochoid milling means it will move in a circular manner and it will remove the material. Point to point milling means from one point to another point we can give. Curve following, if you want to follow that curve for doing the machine, we can give. Profile contouring, if you want to follow that profile, complicated profile also, we can do that. And coming to surface machining, earlier prismatic machining is for 2.5 axis and surface machining is for 3 axis. Roughing operation, and separated roughing operation is available in Catia V5. Plunge milling, as I explained in the previous slide, and semi-finishing and finishing operations. Like sweeping operation, we can use as semi-finishing or finishing. If we want to remove more material, better to include semi-finishing operation. If it is less material need to be removed, we can go with sweeping operation. This is how we can sweeping operation will be done. 4-axis curve sweeping. See, there are two or same operations, but here how it looks like a sweeping operation. In a single axis, it can mill all over the surface by having this path. But here 4-axis curve sweeping means normal to that surface. The tool will run normal to that surface. If it comes to the curve here, it will be normal to that surface. So it depends on your requirement. Which operation you require, what operation you want to do. It's up to you. Pencil operation means if any small corner should be sharpened, that is available. Z-level operations means for each and every level, I want from 10 mm to 5 mm, I want to do machining operation at the same stretch by giving 5 levels. I can do Z-level operation. Advanced finishing means it is a finishing operation. It is like a sweeping operation we can give. Isoparametric means for every surface there will be isoparameters. While creating the surface for NC machining operation, it is very important that how you are creating the surface. If you are having the isoparameters in a irregular manner, the same path will be followed by the tool, because the tool always will follow isoparameters. So isoparametric machining, while creating any surface, you have to think that it should be created as a face. Means at least minimum 4 corners should be available for a surface. Spiral milling. It is capable of profile contouring. It is capable of finishing operation. If you come probing, suppose if I want to finish like wall painting, you can see in the advertisements how it looks like. The same thing, the probing also you can finish very smooth manner. and this is one of the probe tool which is available. These are all are ever capable of by Catia V5, which is nothing but the 3-axis and multi-axis machining operations. Multi-axis sweeping operation can be done. See, for a suppose spherical sphere, we can give multi-axis means it can move in 5 axis. Multi-axis contour driven. See, we can follow the path like this. Multi-axis curve machining. It is nothing but a side operation, we can say. And as from here, this axis to again this axis vertical, we can change the axis while going on to the towards the operation. Multi-axis isoparametric operation. As I told, the isoparameter should be in such a manner that all should be, suppose this is part 3 is one surface, part 2 is one surface, and part 1 is one surface. These 3 surfaces should connect with respect to the isoparameters. Like that, we need to design the surface. Multi-axis drilling operations. It is capable of drilling. Multi-axis tube machining operations. It is capable of tubing operation. Inside and outside also we can do. Multi-axis spiral milling operation. This is from my outwards or inwards, whatever it is. We can do the spiral milling. Spiral milling for 3-axis means it can do only in a flat surface. But here it is a curvature surface. We can do multi-axis spiral milling operations. These are all the some advanced operations which are available in Catia V5. Multi-axis flank contouring. Normally it is used for semi-finishing and finishing operations of 5-axis walls or flanks of the structural parts used in aerospace industry. See, you can machine like this of all the walls for a structural part for the aerospace industry. It is a customized tool. It is already available in Catia V5. And multi-axis helix machining. Normally we can mill for turbo machinery blades directly. One customized command is available for turbo machinery blades also. Like this it can do. Just we require is the input of the curve of this helix blade. So there are a lot of offers which are running out right now with Dassault systems and EDS technologies on Catia V5. Like even for perpetual license and annual lease cost also, annual lease license also, we have a discount on Catia V5, and it ends up to it ends by September 30th. I think it is this month only. Yeah. And also, if you for add-ons or shareable licenses also, special offers are going on. And the same thing is by end of this 30th September, the offer will be valid till this 30th of September. There is one case study which is with Catia V5. The company is Arc International from France. They have 16,000 employees, and it is a glass and tableware manufacturer. And they have used NC programming with Catia V5, and they have reduced 25 to 40% of NC programming time, and 123,000 euros they have saved per year. How much they have it get impacted with by using with Catia V5, you can understand. 10% in machining time. NC programming time means the designer or NC programmer who has done the programming on tool, and the same thing, due to that they have even reduced machining time by 10% for the molds, and they have saved 40,000 euros per year, and we can get the well quality of finished molds. So before going that, just I want to show some video like advanced operations what I have told. Suppose spiral milling. And here in Catia V5 GUI, you can say, which divides into product, process and resource structure. One is nothing but process. All the manufacturing operations or NC programming, what we have done, it will be included under process. And the product, what you have modeled or designed, it will be under product. And what are the tools you are using, means resources you are using, it will come under resource list. So these three, once you open any NC programming window, you can see directly PPR structure, product, process, resource structure. So process means manufacturing operations or machining operations, what you have done will be reflected. Product means the model what you have done should be given as input here, and resources means whatever the tools you are using, you can see directly here. If you see spiral milling operation, just here click on the click the face and the top face. There are different ways you can do the milling operation, or you can modify the paths whatever you require. And you can simulate it at each position wherever you want by putting the tool or by placing the tool, whether it is hitting the side or not, or how much gap it is maintained. And one more is plunge milling, how it looks like. I will show you. So I have this one as a design. See, this is the initial roughing operation at a stretch if I want to remove the material, and this is nothing but the rough stock, what I have told. You need to prepare both design and rough stock. And that is the plunging operation, and we can even check and simulate it while tool is hitting anywhere. See, here we can see the outer transparent one is the rough stock and the dark brown color is a design stock. And this guy is simulating the model as per the operation what he has given. But somewhere it is hitting, so that it will stop. See, here it has been hidden by the tool with respect to the workpiece, which shows in red color, collision detected between tool and holder and tool holder and intermediate stock. Again he modified by going back to the V5, and again he is simulating. So instead of before going to the machine, we can simulate here itself and provide the information to the manufacturer. Now it is running smoothly because he modified that. So what I want to say is only one point in which once you take the output from Catia V5, the G codes and M codes, the G codes and by simulating directly you cannot give to the manufacturer. The intermediate tool, because here you are simulating only the rough stock with respect to the tool and the tool holder, but we need to check one more point is whether that tool holder is hitting the machine, actual machine or not, we don't know. If you give the program directly to the machine manufacturer, and if the tool holder hits the machine, means it is very dangerous to the operator also. So Catia V5 has the capability to check up to the workpiece and the tool holder only. But if you want to check even with respect to the machine, first of all you need to design the machine and give the kinematics up to how much it is able to rotate the workpiece, or how much angle it can be rotated by the tool holder and all. Then you need to give as an input to the Catia V5, which is a little bit hectic process. But Delmia V6, which is a Delmia V6, is capable of simulating with respect to the machine also. But Catia V5 is limited to a workpiece and the tool holder only. But with Vericut is one of the software. As an example, I am telling. Vericut, we can use it as per your machine. You need to build that machine in the Vericut, then give that NC programming what you have done in Catia V5 to Vericut. You can simulate it with respect to machine, and you can find any tool collisions or machine collisions which are available. So that there is a two steps way in which 80% of that normally machining, if you are well experienced, you will automatically can program without any even machine collision also. But if you are a little bit minimum experience, you can check with Vericut tool by having the simulation with respect to machine, then you can give to the manufacturer. Because normally nowadays V5 users are using any one third-party tool which we can simulate with respect to machine also. That's for sure, because if it hits the machine, means it is very dangerous. So hope Catia V5 machining is useful for you, for all the manufacturers, which are very, hope we are looking for you to come to us and inquire on it and have some licenses and use it and get the benefit from EDS and Dassault systems.